Welcome into the latest edition then of Extra Time. Ali with me in the studio, Stevie as well from his house, and we learnt as well this is Don's bedroom.
Oh.
He's a closet Leicester City fan and has got wall-to-wall wallpaper of them celebrating that surprise Premier League title. How are you, Don? You all right? You look a bit tired. Busy day.
Well, I've just done sort of the first half of the Leicester Spurs game and then the full Man United game, so shattered, but really
you just
enjoyable.
confirmed you didn't play.
I didn't play.
Right.
But I'm still concentrated on the games.
mentally tired.
Can I ask a question?
I was commentating on Man United's Galacticos, Dan.
Yes, of course. That was during the show. You described them as a team of Galacticos.
Why is Don doing just one half of a game? What happened to the second half?
Oh yeah, who took over the second half, Don?
Yeah. No. It was a bit weird. It was like we'd done the first half of the Leicester game. Well, the first 30 minutes of the Leicester game because that kicked off half an hour earlier than the Man United game. And then we went straight into the full Man United game. So commentated on a game and a half.
Oh, wow.
Well, see, you know that math is a problem for Don, right? 30 minutes, it's not a half. In the beautiful game that we covered.
Hey, he's invoicing for a half, don't you worry. That's going.
Yeah, that's it.
And how are you, Stevie? Are you mentally tired? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm exhausted. Had to sit on the couch and watch both games.
What a tough life. Stevie, how much credit does Conte deserve for the end of the Spurs match? Hard to believe they would have fought like that under the last couple of managers.
Oh, 100%, yeah. No, he no question has put a rocket up everybody. Everybody at Spurs, whether it's during the game or whether it's training or walking around, they're looking behind them to see if he's there checking on them. I mean, it's so clear that, listen, technically I think they need better players, but for commitment and desire and all of those things that we associate with Conte, he 100% has passed that on to them. And I guess the last couple of minutes with Bergwijn, you saw the difference when a side keeps looking behind their back to make sure that the gaffer's not there because they know that he'll be on them.
His reaction was great, wasn't it, when he scored, Don?
Oh, it was amazing. It's brilliant. It's always nice, Dan. It's always, you know, when you get a last-minute winner, last-second winner, the subs are off the bench, the technical staff, everyone's on the manager, fans are going crazy, the final whistle goes, you know, the Tottenham players went across to the Tottenham fans, which is amazing. And then that goes into the dressing room, the music would have been on, they would have looked at the league table, and they would have thought, after that victory, we can do this.
For Stevie, as a manager, what do you say to your... Oh, go on. Who's talking? Stevie?
No, I'm just saying, I think you got to look at Sunshao, and I think you need to thank Sunshao for winding Bergwijn up as well, because he had got him when he went down for the penalty.
Right.
It was still 2-1. He wound Bergwijn up, and I think you saw as much of that as you did Joy. There was a lot of you know what behind it.
Oh, and you know what?
Okay. Fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Wow. The drama.
For Stevie, as a manager, what do you say to your team when they blow a lead like Leicester just did? A little bit, you know what?
I don't think you see anything today. I think you wait. You wait, because when things like that happen, you're so angry, you're angry and you're tense and you want to blow, but sometimes that's the last time you want to do it. You're better off when you calm down a little bit, think about things rationally. If somebody needs pulled out or picked out, then you do it in the cold light of day. You don't do it straight after the game, in my opinion. And so it's a delicate one for Rodgers, because this team's fragile. They've been used to throwing goals away this season, so this is nothing new for them. So he has to be very careful whether he knocks even more stuffing out of them, or how he can figure out how to try and calm them down and get them lifted again.
Don, in the short term, what can Manchester United fix to finish at least fourth? Watching them against Brentford today, the first half was very wasteful.
Wow. I mean, it's a long list, isn't it? I mean, they've got to make sure they match the effort and the fight and the intensity of teams like Brentford, because if they don't, you know, on normal circumstances, when you watch that game back again, I mean, how Brentford weren't 2, 3, 4 maybe up at half-time, I'll never know. So they're riding the luck. At the same time, he's only lost one game, so it doesn't sort of feel like it's all bad. It just feels as though they've got to get a run together to convince anyone they're going to get top 4. It's on because there's 4 teams going for it and there's one spot, and no one really's got brilliant momentum, and teams have got games in hand. So to answer the question, I think get everyone together. I look at Man United and they're a team of individuals. I said before, loosely Galacticos, but somehow he's got to get them all together and say, come on, because that's what Tottenham have got.
That was loose, all right.
It was.
That was about as loose as my old pants after me losing £10. That's how loose they are.
All right. Okay. Well, see,
no one needs that image.
Come on.
Oh, dear me. I can see them for some reason as well.
What?
Stevie's
The
old
£10
pants.
coming off?
Stevie's old pants.
Oh.
White.
Well, they were bought white, Don.
Yeah, exactly.
Have the guys, Ali, have you ever seen a team take an instant downfall like Atleti, going from title winners to out of most competitions and fighting for the top 4?
It is surprising to see from a team whose strength is and has been personality, character, the group effort, the group dynamic, and we're going to do this together, and it's not happening. And the more than Simeone yells, the less it happens for them. It is now more about managing in terms of whatever Diego Simeone does with this group than it has ever been in the past, because now the yelling is not working. They're going back and forth. All of that intensity is not working. Now it's about how do we get this group of players to actually perform at the level that they should be performing. And a team that depends on their edge, on that intensity, on that urgency, you lose it when you win.
Yeah.
And they reach what they wanted to reach last season. They won, and now it's like, well, we don't quite know what the objective is anymore. And you lose a little bit of extra that has been key to their success.
How difficult is it for a player to play in a different position than he preferred one during the same season? And did any of the panel experts ever thought about or actually change their position just to get in the starting 11? Don, should we say some nice things about Stevie? Because what people maybe don't know is how versatile a player he was when he played. There aren't many around like that.
No, you're right, but it's not hard, you know, Dan. Football's not hard.
All right.
You know, I've done it. Stevie done it. Ali done it, I would imagine. Or Ali played in the 18-yard box. But Stevie played as a right back, as a central midfield player. I'm sure you could have played centre half. If you've got half a football brain, you can do it. You know, I got signed for Liverpool as a centre half. They realised I was no good there, so I moved into midfield. Then at other clubs, I played as a right winger. Then when I went to Everton, I played as a number 10. So as long as you can find your way around the pitch and you've got good vision and a bit of a football brain, it's not that hard.
Stevie, Don's saying pretty much anyone could have done what you did at Liverpool.
I didn't mean it like that.
I thought the funniest bit was when he said he could probably have played centre half. That was the funniest one. I want the Sports Writers Player of the Year played centre half.
Stevie, it's not that hard though, is it?
Stevie always mentioned he was Player of the Year. So why don't more people do it then, if it's not that hard?
Because a lot of modern day players, you know, you say to a player these days, what position do you play in? And they go, ooh, I'm a defensive midfield player. Ooh, I'm a number 10.
Why do they make that noise?
I'll be like, boss, I'll play anywhere you want me to play. Anywhere, and I'll figure it out.
Stevie?
I haven't said that.
Go on.
I haven't said that, Dan. I haven't said that. Graham Souness, I might have told you this story. Graham Souness was desperate to get me in Liverpool's 11 because he liked me, had something about me. The older players were sort of on the way out slightly. And he said to me, I don't see you as being a central midfield player. He went, you do too much running for a central midfield player. You're always emptying your positions and you want to get forward and you're doing 13K every day. You don't know when to stand still. He went, I fancy you as a right back. He went, you like a tackle, you can pick a pass, you'll get stuck into someone, you're a bit fiery. He went, I'll play you against Notts Forest in the reserves this week If you play well, I'll play you for Liverpool's first team. Well, Stevie will remember this name. I played up against a guy called Franz Carr. And tore me to shreds.
Well, good thing. The good thing is that Franz, you can open the actual. See the door behind the stand. If the door was open, he'd still be running through it. So fortunately, speed was his main characteristic.
So that completely squashes your whole point, doesn't it, Don?
Well, no, I was 18 at the time. I didn't know the game. Like now, if you say to me at 30, right, Don, you're going to play right back, and I play up against Franz Carr, what I do is I send him inside into traffic, and I let the midfield players deal with it. And so once you get your way around the pitch, you can figure some problems.
So you're responsible for them signing Trigger. Has he ever thanked you, Don?
No, never done it.
Which
Trigger are you talking about?
That's Rob
Jason
Jones,
or Rob
yeah?
Jones?
Is that Rob Jones?
Well, there's two of them.
No, Rob. No, the original.
Go on, Ali.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but the description that Don utilized of Grant Souness talking about Don Hutchison as a potential right back, I thought he was talking about Cafu.
This is Don's recollection.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get up and down.
Memory.
You like a tackle, but you can go on the attack as well. You'll defend some, but then you also provide us some service. My goodness. I would have played right back too if I'd been Don.
Well,
see?
yes.
That's what Graham Souness done for you, Ali.
What are managers, Stevie, always shouting on about on the sidelines? Can the players really hear them? Do they listen?
I'm sorry. I've no idea. I mean, seriously, sit down and shut up. I mean, you know, the one thing you can guarantee is if you just constantly rabbiting on, nobody listens to you. So when it comes, when there actually is something really important that they need to take in, they don't listen. Because all you've done from the first whistle to the last is just make a noise. It just becomes white noise. And I really don't get it. I'm sorry.
I seen one last year when Graham Jones was in charge of Newcastle, and it was absolutely brilliant. And he didn't know that the cameras were on him, so he's having a real go at his players, and he was having a go. Then all of a sudden he realised, because he looked to the right-hand side, there was a massive screen in the Gallagher end, and he realised he was on the telly, and he went, pass the ball, just make sure we pass the ball. And he knew, and everyone knew that he was live on TV. Priceless.
Don, did you listen to any managers? Did they ever say anything insightful when you were playing?
Well, yeah, they can give you pointers to get tight to someone, stop someone from playing, or run off him, or try and do this. Like Ali said, I was a cross between Cafu and Pirlo and all these legendary players. It was in my locker, so.
Pirlo.
All right, Pirlo. Sound like a Scouser when you say it. Pirlo.
I'm sorry for saying his name properly.
Pirlo.
Ali? Score! Score a goal!
I've always told the stories when Stevie's yelling at, when he was a manager, and I was out on the field, and he was yelling at me, and all I see is his, the glasses and the teeth, and I thought, my God, is he smiling at me? Why would the other manager be smiling at me? Because I couldn't possibly understand what he was saying, but there you go. Apparently he wasn't being that positive.
I love it. Stevie, what's for dinner tonight?
Men's
stupid there we go. Ground beef, of course, Stevie's go-to. That leads us to the final question. For Don and Ali, Stevie has shepherd's pie. What is your go-to food, Don?
What? As in what I prefer, or just that gets knocked up all the time?
What you prefer? Like your kind of Green Mile menu. Steak.
I would go 1980s prawn cocktail for start.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then a nice, well-done steak with some onions on the top, a little bit of peppercorn sauce, some green beans,
fried egg,
little bit of veg.
Fried egg?
No, not a fried egg,
Fried
Stevie,
egg
not a fried egg. No. Too wet.
Our producer was in California and he drove 3 hours to go to a specific steakhouse. Would you do that?
No.
No. Stevie, would you travel 3 hours for the
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Stupid. Who was it? Was it Mike?
No, it was Pete.
Ridiculous.
But hey, 3 hours there, 3 hours back.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he was. Hey, no, Pete was trying to get away from something or somebody. That's what that was.
6 hours for a steak.
Aye.
My go-to, my mom is in town.
Right.
My parents are in town.
Yeah.
When my mom is in town, beef stroganoff.
Right.
On a base of white rice with cream of mushrooms, stir-fried sirloin.
Nice.
Oh, I love you, Mom.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, I'm coming home tonight, Mom.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Yep, she's definitely not watching.
Oh, I thought she was our #1 fan.
That sound good.
That is
sounds
it,
good.
guys. Thank you very much.
Mommy!
Just a reminder, ESPN FC back on your screens tomorrow. Lots going on ESPN Plus. Obviously, you've got Arsenal against Liverpool. You've got Elche against Real Madrid. And Athletic Club against Barcelona in the Copa del Rey. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.